Hello. Oh, hello. There we go. It didn't switch scenes. Hi is hi everyone. How it? God, I am not ready. Hi everyone. I hope you're doing well. I am tired, as you might have noticed. I'm not sure what. Hi Robin. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? How was League? Did you win? Did you win all the games? Let's give you a little shout out. There you go. Yeah, I was just talking about how I'm tired. I'm not sure why I'm tired. Oh my god, my hair got stuck in my watch again. Had good games? Nice. That's good. Like, I'm super tired and I'm not sure why. Like, sure, I've been going to bed late a bit, but I've been doing that for a while and sometimes I'm fine and sometimes I'm like tired. I don't know. It happens. Hi, Goblin. Congrats on being first. I think it's in part because I'm stressing about stuff a little bit. No, it's not sleep debt because I'm sleeping enough. Right? I'm getting enough hours. I just go to bed late, wake up late, basically. It's probably just me stressing about stuff. Even though I don't really need to stress about anything, I just do. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Where you're just like, I shouldn't worry about this. Like, it doesn't matter in the long run. Um, but at the same time, I still stress about things. I think everyone kind of does in a way, but yeah, it's annoying. But at least maybe the wheel today will bring me some nice games to play. You know, some good things. Um, let's see, because we have mostly stuff we've already done. So like Zelda is on there, Pathfinder's on there, Other Side is still on there, then Mario Kart obviously, drawing and playing piano, and then Thief, which I wanted to try. So that's on there too. I was thinking of adding something more, but I haven't really figured out which games I want to put on there because I don't want them to be like long form games because I got Fire Emblem. Let me actually. I got Fire Emblem Engage right here. It's still in the foil as well. It's still in the plastic. Um, but it's a little bit more of a longer game that I want to put on the wheel. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure about what to add. Maybe I just need to get some more games. I don't know. I probably have a lot of stuff that I can just put on there. I just need to take some time to actually figure out what I want on there. Just like dice, always need more of them. True, true. Though I haven't bought new dice in a while. I just have my standard set. I guess it's because I don't use physical dice that often. I don't really use them. If I were to use them more often, then I guess I need more dice. Maybe. The dice container thing does fit more dice. I don't think too many more though. Like one set more maybe. Otherwise I'd need to get a new dice box, which I mean I could get a dice box too, but it's money and I'd rather not. Get more dice, then you need a dice bag, so you get a dice bag that can hold more dice so you can get more dice. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Alibi. Who's this cool streamer I've never heard of, met before? That's Robin. I thought you knew Robin, though. Didn't you know Robin already? I don't know any other cool streamers here. Well, actually, then actually, oh god. No, actually, I didn't mean to. Oh, jeez, I forgot. I'm sorry, Alibi. I know you stream as well. I just, I was trying to do a self burn, and I unintentionally took Alibi down with me. I didn't mean to. It's getting worse. It's not. It's not. I'm dumb. Yes. Hi, Twitchy. I hope you're doing well. You might notice that Thief is on there. You know, the games that I bought while I was in VC with you. Hi, Summit. A holiday in town that you watched streams earlier today. Nice. Nice. I'm glad. I hope you've been doing good. Actually, I should probably spin this, shouldn't I? Otherwise, we're waiting a long time. You're getting free pizza at work? Nice. If only I got free pizza. Ooh. I guess... Okay, I guess we're playing more Pathfinder. Because we haven't played that a lot yet, right? It's not like I've already played it for like 50 plus hours. Pathfinder, what day is it? It's Wednesday. The wheel is here. Of course it's Wednesday. You request 2 more spin agains are added to the wheels just because. I could do that after I play Pathfinder. I've already started it now, after all. Okay, let me just add more spin agains. Spin again. Spin again. Okay. And then we put that like here. Sure. There you go. Now there's 5 spin agains on there. Oh, wheel. Get out of the way. There you go. It's Pathfinder. It's not the wheel. I do need to actually change the game. Theoretically, you could end up with a whole stream of spinning. True, but that is also very unlikely. It would be very likely if I just replaced everything with spin again, though. Maybe we could spin all day long. But then it wouldn't really be random anymore, would it? If the result is always the same, does spinning the wheel even matter? Is it even spinning the wheel at that point? Oh no, let's see, spin me right round like a record. Oh god. How does it go even? I mean, I know the chorus. I forget how the actual song like goes. Because of course I know the like, you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, 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 right? But I don't know if, I don't know how the rest of it goes, like the actual lyrics of it. I would have to look that up. I could do the more of it, but I would have to actually look about how it goes. Because I really don't know. Where are we? Oh, right, we're in the tavern. So what we were doing last time was basically we went from Act 2 to Act 3 and got to do all kinds of crusade management and things, and spent basically 3 hours in this town running around, talking to people, managing things, and haven't actually gone outside yet to actually fight the demons. It's a lot. Hopefully I can actually manage to do that now. Because look, this is Dresden. There's a lot here. So there's jewelry, artisan, the tavern, oh, the inn is where we were at. Then there's the prison. We already talked to you. So basically I've been in here, so I'm just going to the prison to see if anything's changed there. And then probably just go through here and check everything. I've got to check if everything is under control, right? Being the commander and everything. Well, it doesn't look like there's anyone in the prison. That's good, I guess. Thank you, Alibi. I'm glad you appreciated my, you spin me right round. Oh, wait. You guys. Do they need any help? I guess not. So they are like a theater troupe that are traveling. Apparently they're in Dresden now. Let's go into this house. If an angel can fall, does this mean a demon can ascend? It's a good question, honestly.
Move out.
I feel like demons can ascend. Loot the place. Is this a pyromaniacs convention because everyone keeps burning each other? Oh, nice.
Head on.
I don't think it is, though. At least I don't think I'm a pyromaniac, but then again, some people would probably beg to differ.
I lead, you follow.
Considering how often I talk about fire and such. Um. Oh, okay. That's a bit of an odd way to start a conversation here. How can I serve you? Am I imagining things or do you find me attractive? That's, okay. Sure, let's say that. Windwalk smells playfully in return. Maybe I do. I like people like you. People who are strong, determined, who don't hide behind others. You're not attracted to men. Well, wait, that's not what she said. She's just attracted to strong people. Like, why? What does it have to do with being attracted to men? She didn't say anything about that. Hi, Death Evan. Welcome. I like you too, Wendog. Then why am I here, not in your bed already? Oh, wow, okay. Wendog smirks and snaps her teeth playfully, showing off her sharp fangs. If you want me, I'm not opposed to the idea. I've long been wondering if you are as good in bed as you are in battle. Well, okay, that is fine, but let's not go too quickly there, Wendog, okay? Well, there's a correlation, but she literally just said she likes people who are strong. It doesn't exclude anyone, necessarily. I don't want to see you anymore, yeah. Just immediately be like, I'm very uncomfortable now, Wondawag. Please get out of my sight. Okay, so this is the barracks. Oh, there's a book. The Adventures of Brim the Crusader. Okay, well, we're not reading that. Let's talk to Alan. Elon? Oh, never mind.
Move out.
He just sends his regards. Oh wait, another book? Know thy enemy. Have I already returned Erebeth's sword? I have, yes. I did. From what I remember, at least. I mean, is it like... I don't remember which one it is. I'm pretty sure I did it though. Oh, here. No, this is Scabbard. Oh, here. There you go. It's all the way at the bottom. Oh, did I never do this one? Oh, well, that's fine. I never talked to a priest. Okay, so nothing there. That just leads outside again, from what I remember. Yeah, okay, so let's go this way. Do. Oh wait, there's Sela actually.
I lead, you follow.
The fate of the League of Descartes affected you greatly. So you could say. I did what I thought was right. I tried to help a good person with their troubles. And what came of it? I'm sorry, but I won't find peace until I track down Curl and Jana. What were they thinking? Is there any way to get through to them? Or should I just admit I was terribly wrong? There's another thing that's worrying me. The way people react to your power. And mine. They think that if we've been chosen by Iyomade, they need to pray at our feet. I'm not comfortable with the younger warriors hanging on my every word. Sila smiles sourly. I feel alone. Nobody else is going to sit with me and celebrate saving a beer cart. And I'd like to regain, if not the friendship, at least the trust of the other knights. Especially those I respect and consider my friends, like Alan. Well, I'm sure they still trust you, I think. Well, maybe not entirely, but
Onwards.
I trust Sila. Oh, Arushale. Arushale's ruby eyes stare watchfully at passers-by, who don't notice her even at arm's length. She turns to you, her face a mixture of contemplation, sadness, and admiration. They're amazing, aren't they? What are you doing here? I'm watching. She nods at the city dwellers as they hurry past. I'm listening to their conversations, studying their faces. I'm trying to understand what they truly are. I can finally say something. Did you know that on tabletop, the mysterious condition Anivia had that made Irva's sell her father's sword for is that Anivia's transgender? They paid to perform some kind of magical surgery. Also, I'm saying it because it's not mentioned in the PC game. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting that they actually mentioned that in the tabletop game. It's very cool. It is. It does explain why they don't want to talk about it as well. That they're like, it happened. It was necessary. That's interesting. Let's see. Don't you think you're being a little creepy? Why do you like to watch people? Yeah, why do you like to watch people? You know, in my old life, I thought I knew everything about them. I was a master of seduction after all. I knew how to tempt a mortal into doing anything I required. I could trap them in a lie or lie myself and never get caught. It's disgusting to remember, but that was my life for many centuries. Now I see I know nothing, or knew nothing. A demon warrior probably also considers himself an expert on mortals because he's killed so many of them. He certainly knows where to thrust the spear for a quick death, and where to thrust it for a long and painful one, and he thinks that's enough. My knowledge, it was of the same kind. I ruined many mortals without learning the first thing about them. Now I watch them to understand them. This won't give my victims back their lives, of course, but still. By growing closer to these mortals, it's like I'm paying back some part of my debt to my victims' memories. Have you learned about anything new about mortals? They love cats. Arishale speaks in a very serious manner, as if sharing an important scientific discovery with you, but then a moment later she smiles to give the joke away. Seriously? Have they actually led to anything? I wouldn't want to draw any rash conclusions. I've only been watching them for a short while, but I think I've understood one thing. The Succubi have a saying, mortals always lie. If a mortal isn't talking, it means she's busy lying to herself. But now I see this isn't true. You mortals aren't liars, you're dreamers. Each of you creates a huge daydream for yourself, and everyone you share your life with. It isn't exactly a lie, because the daydream is your truth. Don't you think you're being a little creepy? What? Succubus blinks, surprised. Really? Why? I don't mean any harm. Oh, okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We are being attacked by demons with unusual powers. Do you know anything about them? Originally thinks for a long while. Finally she answers hesitantly. Back in Alushinira? There were rumors about terrible experiments that Baphomet and the Skari performed on their troops to make them stronger. Here on the material plane, these rumors were embellished with lots of details. Some say that demons undergo rituals acquired from Zon Kazan. Others say they feed on the blood of angels or Klipwas or demon lords. Still others say there are no experiments and Baphomet is just bringing back fighters from the future. A future in which the demons have already taken all of Galarian. Is there a grain of truth in any of these ramblings? There's no way to know. Naturally, none of these rumors give any indication of where these demons come from. I'm sorry I can't help. The only thing that's clear is that the lowly fighters in the army of the Abyss are as puzzled by this as we are. Tell me about yourself. I'm afraid you won't like what I'm going to tell you. Okay. Where do the succubi come from? Did you have a childhood? No, well, yes, but in brief, the Abyss is nothing like the mortal world. Rishle makes a gesture in the air, trying to find the right words. You remember life since conception. No, wait, you don't remember that part, do you? But certainly you know everything since birth. We do not. Normally when a human dies, the Lady of Graves decides which plane they go to. Most often, those who arrive in the Abyss turn into larvae. You know, the little worms no one notices until you step on them? They crawl in the mud for centuries, devouring each other, and the strongest ones turn into demons. I don't know how that transformation happens. Maybe we hatch out of them like caterpillars out of butterflies? No, wait, it's the other way around. Or maybe greater demons sculpt us out of them, like so much clay. I don't know what happened to the larvae that they used to make me, and my own memory, it begins with vague, fragmentary images. Terrors, executions, orgies. I remember some poor lad, half gnawed by the larva. He was crying and begging to be killed, and I pointed at him and laughed, and said I wouldn't. Desna forgive me, I'm so ashamed. How did you end up turning against the Abyss? Temptation. Ursula smiled sadly. Strange, isn't it? So many people believe that being good is important, but it's boring and unpleasant. And all that's enjoyable and tempting pertains to evil. Even the servants of kind gods often think so, do they not? You have no idea how easy that makes the role of a temptress. Well, it was my great fortune to discover that it's not always like that. Ursula looks away. My last victim was a priestess of Desna, the tender of dreams. As you know, demons do not sleep. Mortals always compare their greatest moments to dreams, so I decided it would be interesting to see for myself. And while I was at it, forgive me, goddess, to mock Desna. This priestess lay in my arms, dying of my kiss. I remember every smallest detail. The cold sweat on her skin, her eyes rolled back into her head, her weak whisper. It's so difficult to recount. Well, I dove into her mind to see what mortal dreams were like. But the goddess saw me in her realm, and it turned out I remained there far longer than planned. What did Desna do to you? As a punishment, she gave me mercy. I often think, why me? She could have easily have blown me away like smoke with the flick of her finger. The gods rarely trouble themselves with the lives of mortals, and even less so with demons. But for reasons of her own, she paid me special attention. She woke me in the memory. She woke in me the memories of the sinners whose souls were used to create me. All those humans, I knew nothing of them until Desna showed me. Each of them had their own dreams, and a world without pity trampled each of them and placed them on the path that led to the abyss. Abyss. Their memories, all their hopes and pain. I'm sorry, it's hard for me to talk about this. You see tears well up in the succubus's eyes. Arishale wipes away her tears and continues. The most important thing I realized was that every mortal in a little world is a little world of hopes and dreams, and that also I might be a succubus. I didn't have to live forever with those beastly boring pleasures and tortures of the abyss. I can be free. I can be myself, if only I can understand who I am. You don't know who you are? What of you? Do you know who you are? Are there many mortals who can make that claim? Before returning me to the mortal realm, Desna whispered something to me. I can still hear her words. She asked me, "And what do you dream of?" And I don't know. I still don't. You see, demons are simple creatures. Urushalei purses her lips. Each is guided by 2 or 3 strong sins. Before my conversion, my sins were all I was. A ball of desire without anyone behind them doing the desiring. Desires for sex, for flattery and food. But now I have me, and it's amazing, but it's so complicated. Urushalei makes an apologetic gesture and smiles. What did you do after Desna converted you? I traveled. In the beginning, I thought it wise to keep away from demons and their temptations. Run off to Absalom, or perhaps even further to another plane. But then I realized that I didn't deserve freedom yet. The abyss was still in me. It called to me, tempting me, seducing me. If I ran away, I would soon return to my old habits. Urushalei forces the word out of her mouth. That is why I came here, to join the war, to remember who my enemy is, to defeat the demons, not just for the mortal world, but for myself as well. Because if I don't kill my past, it will always be reaching for me. I'm a wonderful liar. I'm no longer proud of it, but it's still true. The demons never suspected my treason until the very end. I lived as a spy and regularly reported back to the priest of Desna whatever I learned. Naturally, I concealed my identity from them as well. I would never have been caught, but when I learned that Discaria was planning an attack on Canabras, there was no time for caution. I risked everything to warn you, and paid with my freedom. The anarchy of the abyss was slavery for you, but you found freedom in the army. Well, I'm not exactly marching in the infantry, Urushalei smiles. Your operations bear little resemblance to battle by the laws of warfare. So do you worship Desna now? The goddess did a lot for me, more than I ever deserved. Asking anything more of her would be impudence. I'm grateful to her, but I try not to trouble her with my prayers. Okay. I do like her as a character. It's really cool. Tell me about life in the Abyss. I can't tell you about all of the Abyss. I've only seen a small part. If you like, I can tell you about the Midnight Isles and Alushinra. Shinira? I don't know. Tell me about the Midnight Isles. In the ocean of Ishiar, not far from the mouth of the river Styx, there's a chain of islands. This is the realm of Nocticula, the queen of the succubi. There's no sun there, only a moonlit night, alternating with a moonless one. Each of the islands is one of Nocticula's trophies, the remains of a powerful entity that perished at her hands. As you see, you cannot take a step in the abyss without treading on corpses. What can you tell me about Nocticula? She's called the Lady in Shadow. They say that she was the first succubus. She's far from the most powerful of the demon lords, but this hasn't kept her from being the ruin of many creatures significantly more powerful than herself, even building her kingdom upon their bones. They say that, like Lamashtu, she strives to turn herself from a demon lord into a true goddess. She enjoys killing, but her favorite tools are seduction and deception. She only stoops to crude violence when there are no other games to play, and even then she backstabs from the shadows. Her favorite weapon is a crossbow, though a silk garrote would suit her better. If you should ever meet her, do not believe a word she says, and do not fall for her provocations. Do not try to beat her at her own game, and most importantly, remember, the worst mistake anyone can make is to underestimate her. Okay, tell me about Alushinra. The Porphyry city is Nocticula's capital. There's no city like it in the mortal world. Absalom is a village in comparison. Millions, I don't exaggerate, millions of demons and mortals live there. Some come voluntarily, not only from Galarian, but from other planes as well. Nocticula keeps an open boundary and enjoys having many guests, merchants, and travelers in the city. Some arrive in chains. The slave trade is the most thriving business in the city. From afar, the city may seem like a merry place. Many of its dwellers do enjoy themselves until it's their turn to become someone else's toy. It's a city of suffering, of cheerful, festive torments that everyone in the city inflicts on those around them. What are some of the places of interest? The heart of the business quarter is the flesh markets, where the slave trade takes place. I grew up in the mansion of Lady Valexia, rather. Her house is always full of guests doing their best to entertain her. Those whose performance is not to her liking risk remaining at her house forever. The main attraction of the Succubi city is, of course, the brothels, the 10,000 delights. I need not tell you what they offer. If you can imagine it, someone is selling it. Not far from there you can find the Harem of Ardent Dreams, which serves as a sort of city hall. Shamira, Nocticula's right hand and mayor of Alushinra, receives her visitors there. For those who prefer bloodier sport, there are many arenas in the city. The most famous of them is Battle Bliss. Battles run continuously, without breaks, and without rules. It doesn't matter what trickery you use to win, it only matters how much fun the crowd is having. And above it all towers the House of Silken Shadows, Nocticula's palace. Hundreds, thousands of towers and domes adorned with jewels. There are legends of what happens inside. Many have striven to experience the delights of the Succubi Queen's palace, forgetting that it was built for her pleasure, not theirs. Interesting. Okay, what do you need? Or what do you think of the powers I gave you? It's a great temptation. I don't know if I should be trusted with such power. I certainly wouldn't trust myself with it. When you have so much power, it's easy to decide you're a god, and immortals are your toys. Perhaps I should wait until after we defeat the forces of the Abyss. But that's precisely what these powers are for. She thinks for a moment, then speaks softly. You take a great risk. I'm not sure I can handle the temptation. It's hard enough as it is. Well, I have to go. There's a lot there. Okay. I very much like her character, though. Arsinoe? A woman in gold-embroidered cleric's robes greets you with a polite bow. Her eyes, the color of molten gold, gleam brightly on her dusky face. Greetings, Commander. My name is Arsinoe. I'm a messenger from the Temple of Abadar in Absalom, and I came here assuming the defenders of the fortress could use the services of a cleric. You're an Aasimar, if not mistaken? Oh yes, I'm an Aasimar. Hard to miss, isn't it? I look exactly like my great-great-grandmother, but I am the only one among my kin to have Aasimar blood manifest so visibly in my appearance. I have to admit that it is a very fortunate coincidence. My Aasimar features are rather appealing and make people trust me more easily. This is a good quality to have for a priestess wishing to gather a congregation. I see that you've consecrated the altar of Abadar. So I have, and before you ask me why I did this, when there is a temple of Yomide in Drazen, I will answer. Even though my god is the ally of the inheritor, some still prefer to pray and trust in Abadar instead of her. After all, my humble altar is no worse at removing the corruption of the Abyss than the grandiose altar in the temple of Yomide. Perhaps you've heard about the wound that sometimes opens in my chest. Are you familiar with this kind of ailment? Arsinoe quickly probes you with the skill of an experienced healer. So the wound was right here, and then it disappeared and reappeared. Amazing. No, this is the first time I've heard of such magic. What do you think it could be? I think it's some kind of demonic corruption, or particles of chaos from the abyss have entered through the wound into your body and made it so unstable. It sounds quite interesting, incidentally. Judging from the records of researchers of the abyss, stranger things have happened in this cursed place. Okay. That makes sense now. Not really, but sure. Tell me more about Abadar. He's the patron deity of law, trade, and the prosperity of cities. He teaches that law and order allow civilization to develop and keep people safe and wealthy. Iomedae and Abadar are allies, since Iomedae also holds order and nobility above all else. It's hardly surprising to see so many mighty fortresses and wonderful cities in Mendev bloom under her blessing. Okay. I don't really have the need of a cleric right now. Did they clean up the temple a little bit? So much talking. Okay, it's looking quite nice.
Move out.
The history of the world wounds. Ooh. I guess I'll try to pick it. Nice. Anything in here? Another book. The Acts of Iomedae. Nothing. Okay, and that's not a door. I don't think there's anything in here, but might as well check. Nope. Okay. Then I think... Are we done? I need to find the storyteller. He just vanished in Act 2 and I haven't seen him since. Okay, area exits. Hmm. I think we're good with this party. Okay. So I was thinking, because wasn't there... Oh, come manage? That's the building stuff, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Already did that. There's the cross. So last time when I entered Dresden, wasn't there like a... Yeah. Wait, battered spirits? Wait, what quest is that? So you can choose where you spawn in, which is quite nice, because it's a big place. Battered spirit here. Oh, right. Okay, no, that I've already done that. That just takes time. Okay. Fortress gates. We're actually out of the city, imagine that. Okay, so oh god, there's a lot. So there's the Nameless Ruins, there's Winter Sun. What is this? Okay, we're just going to explore a little bit. No. Someone on the road. Who could it be? Oh. I can still fight. Quick, time up. It's the Crusaders. The Crusaders are here. The Crescent of the Abyss must be informed. Okay, are these cultists? Yes. Baphomet cultists. Okay.
This kill is for you.
Oh, nice crits. That was very good. Okay, bless everyone. Knock him on the ground. Ow. Oh well. Let's go over there. Ow.
Retreat is not an option.
Okay. Oh, missed.
I will resist.
There we go. Cleric's gone. Bismuth. Charge.
The light. Take you.
Okay, Wendwag. Kill.
Rip you apart.
One more. No, okay. Too bad. Okay, mount up.
Let's hear you cry.
Aegis. There we go. Ritual murder. Good job. And then Arishale, just shoot
Prepare
this.
yourself.
Nice.
the inheritor. Guide my blade.
They'll beg me to stop.
Healing. And then Mahans. You've got this.
Run them through.
There we go. Easy fight. Ooh. Breastplate +1. Baphomet's cultist, heavy shield +1. Light mace +1. Lots of magical stuff. Which we can sell later for a lot of money, probably. Okay. I just realized my camera should probably be moved again to over here. I forgot. So you can actually see the combat log thingy.
Head on.
Okay, so a lot of the cultists ran away. Wait, what was that? I hear the ding of me finding something, but oh, there. Summon nature's ally, giant frog. Nice. I guess it's a good sign that the cultists ran as soon as they saw me, at least most of them. It's not so good that they'll probably tell the others that we are here. Oh, does that lead over there? Okay. Guess that connects. Where does this lead? Nothing. Okay. Where does this lead? Temple of the Good Hunt. Okay. I'm just thinking, how do we get to Winter Sun? Is it through here? Or is it like through here? Oh, they can move again, actually. Let's save. What are these? Club Rezu. Okay. Well, those minotaurs can be annoying, but we should be fine. We should be completely fine. Nice. Yeah, just get rid of those. My archers! Oof. Oof. Those archers are gone. They're just gone. They're not coming back. They're just obliterated. Which is kind of annoying because those archers are unnecessary. Probably don't want to do that. I'll just do this. There you go. Ow. God, can you stop doing that? Heal a lot. Okay, it's not bad. Oh my god. No, that's a low roll. I needed higher than that. We're gonna lose so many people from this. Just from this bastard. We lost 140 footmen. From this bastard. That's rough, okay. Global map is split into a number of regions. To capture a region, you must free all of the forts located in that region. Okay, yeah. We got 200 finance points per day, which is pretty good. What's this? Oh, the staff council is assembled and awaits the commander at the headquarters. Logistics council is assembled. Diplomatic council is assembled. Okay. The next door theater troupe that travels with the Crusaders requested an audience. Need to go to the commander's headquarters. Okay. Where should I want to talk? Also commander's headquarters. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff I need to go there for. Studying the Sword of Valor. Lost Scouts. Let's find the Lost Scouts. I think that's more important. 5 days? Sure. Find the Lost Scouts. Okay. There's the Molten Scar, but like how do we... How do we get over here? Oh wait, over this way? Wait, is this... Oh shit. Okay, I'm sure this is fine. Plagued wolves, plagued horses. Okay, so... Smilodons. I'm gonna fire at the horses. Okay. Hit them in the back. Damn. Go paladins. They're dead, okay. Okay. That's fine. There we go. They're fine though. Even though they died, they come back. It's no problem. No problem at all. No one stays dead forever. Data income increased. Energy points times 4, not bad. Okay, so this one... You probably want to go all the way over here. And this is just the Rangers. They can stay in Dresden for a bit, waiting for reinforcements. Now I don't think these can take... There's 6 S-Giants. I'm not sure. Maybe they can. I'll just save and try it. We'll see how it goes. We do have the power of magic on our side after all, so... Burn. Nice. Okay. Okay, those fallen knights are maybe a problem. Nice, okay. That's good. Okay. Please kill. Nice. Like if we win this, it's only because we have the magic. You could just fire scorching rays at them. Oh god, these are very annoying. Yeah, just burn them. They're still alive. There we go. Okay, so we lost 2 of these and 11 of, oh no, 4 of these, which is not great, but it's fine. Considering that was a pretty difficult fort to take, that's acceptable losses. Increase maximum size of the army, that would be pretty good. Let's do defensive training. Oh, we can... Oh. Leveled up again? I guess we leveled up twice from that. Or maybe I'd forgotten to level up before. That's also possible. So this demon army... That's pretty rough. I don't know if we can do that. But this goes to Winter Sun, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, before you continue, let's go back to Drazen. Can't I teleport? Yeah. Recovery time 1 day. Oh wait, don't... Oh wait, the teleportation circle is not done yet. Never mind. We won't rest yet. We'll rest when we go back, are back in Dresden. We can rest back in Dresden, everyone. Just keep marching. And it'll be fine. Oh. A fresh bruise swells on the huntress's cheekbone. Windwalk releases a furious hiss reminiscent of a nest of fighting vipers. I'm so sick and tired of it. I can't tell what irritates me more, the stupidity of the Uplanders' way of life, or the arrogance with which they call anything else savagery. Take a closer look at Wendewag. Under her mask of anger, you can clearly see her insecurity and wounded pride. Tell me everything. This crooked tiefling approached me. He was fawning over me and smiling, and he brought me some good wine. He kept saying that he'd be thrilled if I'd just take a look at his weapons. He said he was a craftsman, and that he'd really be flattered if a fighter of my quality appraised his work. So I did, and he kept pushing. Take a look at this blade, try out this bow, the scumbag. So I chose a dagger for myself, a good one, with a blackened blade and a skinner. I really liked it. I picked it up, praised the work of that horn-headed scum, told him he was a decent craftsman, and that I was impressed, and off I went. But then he pounced on me, grabbed my arm. You must understand, mistress, that I couldn't let that go unpunished. So he knocked his teeth out with the handle of that very same dagger. And he started yelling that I stole from him, and the crowd gathered, and everyone was giving me dirty looks, like they were all so superior, as if I was some savage who crawled out of a hole just to bother those squeaky clean scumbags. What do they know? In Neathholm, every craftsman sees it as an honor if a hunter chooses his weapon, and these Uplanders... Ugh. Wendewag's eyes are up ablaze, and she lets out a hiss, baring her teeth, but bewilderment still seeps into her voice. We have this custom of paying for things, see, instead of just taking them for free, and we don't usually beat up people simply for touching us. Wendewag bares her teeth angrily. You're taking their side over mine? Are you trying to say that they're right and I'm just a filthy savage from underground? How do you Uplanders always manage to twist everything so that I'm the one to blame? Oh, I didn't mean it that way, I just explained why it happened. I didn't mean it to be like, they're right and you're wrong. I meant, like, this is why it happened and this is what we should do about it. But apparently that is all you get to say. Before you stands a tall, fit man whose dark hair is already tinged with grey. He greets you with a brisk military salute. My name is Captain Zeilkind. I command the vanguard of a mercenary group called the Blackstone Company. We've come from Andoran to assist you. I want to know more about your unit. The Blackstone Company is proud to be recognized as one of the finest Andoran mercenary regiments. We're not a bunch of unscrupulous sellswords looking to oppress the innocents and serve the tyrants of the world. No, we're adventurers eager to get involved in a dangerous enterprise and leave it with pockets full of gold and a clear conscience. Which is why we held our vote among our unit. We were glad to accept Queen Galfrey's invitation to join the crusade, though some of our commanders did voice their displeasure with the sums she offered. But like I said, we Andorans are free people who cannot be pushed around and who cannot be bought, only convinced. Why'd you join up with us? Queen Galfrey paid for our services, but please do not think we're fighting for gold alone. Blah, blah. The bulk of our company made camp in Erosian, but the vanguard, consisting of our finest soldiers, I may add, was put under your command. Okay. Get on with your duties. Glad to be under your command. It will be an honor to serve with you. Okay. Oh. There's Urushley. Erebeth said that we're under threat from demons with unusual abilities, like that Nabasu that attacked your army at the Lost Chapel. They're very powerful and they're growing in number. You haven't found out where they're coming from, have you? Urushley looks around shyly and continues, lowering her voice, as if entrusting you with a personal secret. I'm not sure, but I think I have a lead. I know where to find someone who can lead us to the source of their power. Where can I find this informer of yours? The place is called Green Gates. I'll show you how to get there. Long ago, before the World Wound, there was a Sarkorian fortress there. Then Crusaders built a small chapel, but for many, many years, the place has been home to nothing but abomination and squalor. How did you find out about this? Urushley quickly looks at the faces of those present and seems to curl in on herself. Quietly, almost whispering, she says, "That is a long story. I will tell you when we get there, alright?" Who are you talking about? A hag by the name of Yerunica. She used to live here before the fall of Sarkoris, but when the demons invaded this world, she happily took their side. The old cannibal knows many secrets. We just have to make her talk. Does this Yerunica have special powers? Her? I doubt it, but still, be careful. She's very old, very sly creature, and she's incredibly dangerous. Thanks for the tip. Happy to help. It's just... Urushley looks around cautiously again and lowers her voice. You won't go there without me, will you? I want to personally make sure this monster doesn't escape you. Okay. I was planning to take you anyway, but interesting. Grandma Gratlin lowers herself into a bow. Good day, your commandership. It is we, the artistic board of the Next Door Theatre. We are still working on our piece about your heroism. We have even taken on a few new crew members. We now have a master of stage equipment and scenery. It's my granddaughter, Tina. Tina, say hello to her commandership. We are faced with another dilemma. We simply can't decide on a climactic moment for the act that's all about the Battle of Dresden. Here, you listen to the options. Grandma Gratlin holds a scroll up before her eyes and begins to read, running a gnarled finger along each line. Option 1. The commander, so that's you, launches herself out of a catapult and smashes down the fortress wall, allowing the armies to rush inside. I like that. Option 2. The commander, that's you again, masquerades as a Baelor and creeps into Dresden in disguise and then opens the gates to the Crusaders. Nah, it's not that great. Option 3. The commander, so that's you again, rides to the attack on an enormous mountain goat, or should we call it a battering ram, and it breaks down the city gates. Well, what say you? I like the version where I launch myself out of a catapult. Wonderful, wonderful. It's high time we injected some thrills into our show. Grandma Gratlin and her entourage move away, but their voices project so well that you can easily hear the rest of the conversation. The catapult was my favorite from the very start. I hope it's not considered too lowbrow a device for such a serious dramatic offering. Granny, did you forget that the role of the commander is being played by those gnome twins packed into one long cloak? Has anyone ever tried firing 2 gnomes in a cloak out of a catapult before? Calm yourself, Tina. It's just a minor snag. You can't achieve success without a few difficulties along the way. We'll think of something, you'll see. I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, Sokos Benos. There you are. Maz, I'm so pleased to see you alive and mostly unharmed. You've never seen this mortal before, but his voice, there can be no doubt that his voice belongs to Sokos Benos. As you can see, I wanted to get to know my new friend better, so I paid a visit to your abode. Your guest lowers his voice and gives you a playful wink. This is my favorite shape to wear when walking among mortals. It's cute, isn't it? The Demon Lord speaks to you, adding coquettish undertones to his voice. Coquettish? I don't know. I have to admit, your place is rather charming, although the lack of a pleasure palace does sour the mood a bit. And your servants, they are such gentle and helpful people. They stood at attention and reported to me with unbelievable ardor. Upon further reflection, that might have happened because I took on your appearance, but let's not fret over the minor detail. While I was out walking, I heard several complaints addressed to me, and in this case by me, I of course mean you. A complaint is basically an invocation, so let's just agree that they were official prayers to me, and I really must intervene on behalf of my new worshippers. The essence of these appeals is as follows. Your officers have grown sick of fighting. To be more precise, they are sick of fighting and not doing anything else. I can certainly understand their frustrations. Even soldiers have the right to a personal life, after all. I suggest that you allow them to pair their duties with something more exciting, or at least profitable. Have you decided to switch careers and become my advisor? How extravagant. A demon lord advising the commander of the crusade. A most wonderful jest, but no. I will not serve at your headquarters or make sure all your soldiers have enough gruel. That's too much work. I'm simply going to keep an eye on you and occasionally dispense valuable advice. Okay, so if they're bored, let them take up a money-making craft. Let them improve their skills by staging mock battles in a game played atop tables. I'll keep inventing new rules. We can commit them to paper and even find people to publish them in books. Oh my god, that's such a... Of course they put that in there. It's like, yes, remember that this was a tabletop RPG? What if we just have the people that are being played actually play a role-playing game inside the role-playing game? Yep. Okay, which one do we do? I feel like just... I want to choose this one. But a money-making craft would be good as well. I think this one, right? A splendid idea. It's amazing that nobody thought of this before. I'm sure this exciting activity is going to spread all over Galarian, and even the esteemed members of the Pathfinder Society Decemvirate will amuse themselves by playing it. It was so much fun to be around. I'm going to be back once I think of something else for your soldiers to do. Oh, another one? What is that? Is that a helmet? It's like crystals on it, I guess. Captain Harmatton. Hail, Commander. Before you, an aged yet fit and sturdy Garundi stands at attention. His dark skin has an earthy tone to it, and crystals sparkle forth from where his hair and eyebrows should be. Yeah, okay, so that's clearly identifying him as an Oriat. Captain Harmatton, chair of your staff council, by order of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, here to deliver a report. I'm on this council too, Sela salutes briskly. We'll be racking our brains on how to improve troop morale. I reckon the key is to back up our words with actions. Lead your soldiers by example and they'll be eager to follow. Drawing on my experience as a paralictor, my advice is to maintain a calculated moderation in every regard, be it an incentive or penalty, and to be decisive. We have no need for doubts or turmoil. I'm doomed to be your advisor, but do you know what that means? That you are doomed to listen to my advice. To start things off, here's an incredibly novel and deep thought for you. Loyalty, passion, and morale. All of these can easily be bought with money. Commander, permission to report. We've encountered a problem. Although we're still getting volunteers, we're now seeing cases of desertion. Many who joined the Dresden campaign believe that their duty has been fulfilled with their victory, and they are not keen on staying in the garrison. Those from Canabras wish to return home and rebuild their ruined city. Lastly, there are those who are afraid of lingering in a place where demons might show up with a retaliatory expedition at any moment. My suggestion is to improve living conditions for the privates, raise their pay, give them extra rations, and reward those who have distinguished themselves on the battlefield with commendations and gifts. Soldiers don't want to leave the armies that appreciate them. I feel for those folks, but we have to convince them to stay. I think we might get some help from the servants of the gods. They'll tell the soldiers that the danger has not yet passed and inspire them to keep up the fight against evil. As long as the wound is open, the world is in danger. We can't just go home and live like we used to, no matter how badly we want that to happen. Most of the Crusaders are volunteers, but they have no right to subvert military discipline. That kind of attitude is tantamount to treason, regardless of who expresses it. We have to identify the instigators, arrest them, and administer harsh punishment to make an example of them. This problem is quite simply solved with coin, but handing money out to privates is practically throwing it away. We need to pay the officers handsomely, then they'll figure out how to raise their subordinates' morale. Okay, God, what do I do here? Oh, okay. What does the staff council do? Let's ask that. In short, we make sure that whenever orders are given, they are executed properly. Our job is to keep the soldiers' morale high, so they always follow their officers' commands without question. As for the officers themselves, we look out for any unseemly or incompetent types who subvert the troops' trust. Okay. Darren, your opinion? Our forces are in good spirits. It's just that the euphoria of victory has gone to a few heads. No one can sober them up quicker than our officers, especially those of lower rank. We'll give our dear oafs, all those sergeants and corporals, a bonus on the side and promise to sweeten the deal once they've convinced the volunteers to stay. Perhaps they will do so over a beer mug, or maybe with a broken nose. Why bother solving problems yourself when you can push them off on someone you pay? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Like, paying the officers more and then telling them to keep their troops in line is great and all, but that probably that might have adverse effects in the end, where the privates are like, my officer is being an asshole, I'm gonna leave. Issue the privates a pay raise and improved rations is fine, but it doesn't, I don't know, it still doesn't get rid of that feeling of people thinking we've already won. Making an example of the instigators, I just I don't like. So I think we're going with Sila's option, which is just being like, the fight isn't over yet. People, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm leaning more towards either Sila or the captain himself. I think Sila. Okay. Oh, there's Dorgelinda Stranglehold. Logistics Council. Ugh. Hail, Commander. A middle-aged dwarf who has clearly seen some combat salutes you with one barely moving bone-dry hand. On her face are huge scarred claw marks. A black eye patch covers one eye, but she's watching you with the other, intent and somber. Dorgelinda Stranglehold, Chair of the Logistics Council at your service. You've got yourselves an ugly situation that requires your decision. I hope I won't get in anyone's way if I join you. Ursula looks around with visible worry. I think I could give some good advice here, if you don't mind, of course. I will definitely prove useful to this council. I know more about survival than all of the Uplanders combined. I will teach your soldiers how to procure whatever they need, even in a place as unforgiving as the World Wound. But most importantly, I can tell you how to use what you have wisely. Everything is always in short supply in the caves, so neithers are experts at conserving resources. I won't lie to you, our logistics are a mess. We need more of everything, and what we do have is in disarray. Crates of provisions are rotting away in storehouses because some idiot quartermaster spilled beer on the papers. And fools are not the worst problem. There is also theft. Some officers grease palms to get a helmet with stylish plumage, or a fancy blade from Nerosian. Meanwhile, that means that ordinary soldiers are being armed with barely more than kitchen knives, hammers and tongs. It's time to give the entire logistics staff the bums rush. Okay. The question is, where do we find capable and honest people to replace them? These scoundrels must be replaced with decent, honorable people. Selfless souls who have proven that they put their comrades' lives above all else, especially their own wealth. Surely that's who will take the best care of our soldiers. I've seen the people who are in charge of gear in our mercenary units. Those are razor-sharp fighters. They're gritty, tight-fisted and hard-boiled, unlike our dolts. If we convince them to work for us instead, they'll put things in order here, and they might help us come to an understanding with other mercenaries if need be. My suggestion is to call some experienced, well-connected supply officers from Nerosian. Let them leave their cushy jobs in Mendev and work up a sweat for the good of the crusade. Most honest and responsible people. They'll make sure the soldiers are ready for whatever trouble the enemy might have in store for them. After all, other people's lives depend on their work. How could they neglect such a responsibility? Then it's decided. No matter what our new quartermasters are like, there's no possible way they can be worse than what we are now. The results will be reported to you, and if anything else comes up, I'll call the council right away.
Let's save some adventures for later.
Oh my god, there's so much, isn't there? We're almost done, though. A sharp-looking Kitsune gives you a quick business-like bow. Commander, the matters before us are urgent, so let's not stand on ceremony. I am Lady Konomi, the official attaché of Nerosian. Here are my credentials. She presents a scroll adorned with Galfrey's seal. Her Majesty has instructed me to lead your headquarters diplomatic council. Honestly, I was surprised when Lady Konomi asked me to join this council, but I will do my best to fill the shoes of a trained diplomat. I, like many nobles, have been trained in diplomacy, and in fact I hold the title of Royal Emissary. It is passed down the Arendelle line. I must say that prior to this day I employed my diplomatic skills solely to undermine Mendev's international reputation. It is time to break that habit. I imagine preventing international scandals will be just as interesting as causing them. Who knows, I might even enjoy it. What's on the council's agenda today? I hate to say it, Commander, but not everyone in Erosion is pleased with your progress. Some believe that, to use their words, you are out of control and fancy yourself an independent leader. It wouldn't surprise me if you encountered supply disruptions in the near future. I would suggest quelling their anger. Show the capital you haven't forgotten about the chain of command. For example, you could hold a parade in honor of Her Majesty. If we need to demonstrate that we're keeping Erosion in mind, why don't we invite the capital's high priest to Dresden for a religious festival? It'll be appropriate, and the church's support will shield us from the accusations of schemers. Pander to the naysayers? I think not. I propose we hold a parade in your honor, Mads. This is your victory, and if Cousin Golfrey wants to show off in front of the soldiers, she's welcome to capture something of her own. You know what? Yes, I'm with Darren on this. Just have a parade for me. A moment, Commander. I understand that you're used to being the highest authority in all matters, but political decisions are an exception. I am a professional in this field, you are not. By ignoring my recommendations, you are not only deliberately seeking conflict with the capital, but disregarding common sense as well. I urge you to reconsider. You've invited my companions to the diplomatic council, now you refuse to listen to their opinions? I'm simply suggesting that you give your companions time to find their feet in the council and to grasp the principles of being a diplomat. Also, if they weren't on the council, your decisions could be mistaken for the decrees of a tyrant. And that's definitely not the public image you need. Now I understand the role that I've been given, Lady Konomi. I'm supposed to stand in a pretty display and keep my mouth shut. I can promise you the former, but not the latter. Do we keep going even though... So if I do this, the queen will not like it. If I go with the parade in my honor, they'll be like, what the hell? Who does she think she is? But if I give in and hold a parade in the queen's honor, then, I mean, it improves relations, but it's no fun. It's no fun, you know? You know what? I'm just gonna do it. Lady Konomi's voice hardens. I cannot challenge your decision. However, I have no choice but to inform the capital that you have disregarded my recommendations. Actions like these are precisely what gave Neurosian cause for concern, Commander. I hope you will revise this defiant stance in the future. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I like being defiant. Oh, this is going to be one glorious parade. I'll make sure of it. An appropriate balance between spectacle and military pragmatism. The best musicians playing hymns, aesthetically pleasing warriors. After this, recruits from all over Aveston will come running to fight under your banner. And with that, we can bring this meeting of the Diplomatic Council to a close. It's unfortunate that things were so tense, but I'm sure we'll soon have many more opportunities to resolve any misunderstandings between us. Okay, we did it. We got through them. Let's make sure that I've done everything, and then I'll leave the rest for another time. Because I didn't want to play this for the entire stream again. Some snob who somehow thinks they're entitled to advise the crusade leader is impatiently waiting in Dresden to present another far-fetched idea. Okay. what's currently being... Oh yeah, the Irabeth one. Not enough resources. Okay, so I need resources basically. Okay, so we need to take down those. I don't want to do that right now though. Let me just exit this actually. Oh. It's actually getting pretty warm. It's like 21 degrees in my room, which isn't that too bad, but just I'm feeling it from the window.
I require rest.
Let's do this. Okay, save.